Joining me now on this telecast is Sudipto Sen from the jury and from the film festival. Mr. Sudipto Sen, thank you for joining us. Your statement is very precise and concise, but why have you said that this is about comments that are personal? Because on stage, Lapid appears to have said, all of us together felt this was vulgar. We were disturbed and shocked. Mr. Sudipto Sen, what do you have to say about that?
The thing is, there is a procedure of giving films in any festivals, and IFFI was not the exception. We were 5 juries, 4 from outside India, 1 from US, and he's an Hollywood filmmaker. He's an Oscar nominee. Her name is Jinko Goto. Then there is a Spanish filmmaker, Xavier. There is a French filmmaker, Pascal Chauvins, and then was Navid and me. I was representing India. Now, we have a procedure. And we go by a few things to decide about the merits and demerits of the films. And we were given 22 films to judge. And we did our job very precisely, and we selected 6 films. And why those 6 films we have selected and what were the criteria of selection, that has been officially presented before NFDC, IFFI, and all the festival authorities. And it was an official presentation to the festival director and festival authorities, an official presentation in front of the press. In front of the press, we all were present, and we didn't discuss any film specifically about liking or disliking, because when we are judging in an international festival, and particularly the most important festival in Southeast Asia, it's called the International Film Festival of India. So we never gave the importance of a personal liking or disliking. We had a criteria of the selection procedure. We followed that, and after following that process, we judged 6 films. So in these 6 films, Kashmir File was not featured because there are, as I said, that we have the certain criteria of selection of the films. Beyond that, we never discussed any film. We never discussed anything about in our official.
Mr. Sudipto Sen, you're saying that yes.
On the stage.
Go ahead, sir.
On the stage, when Nadav went to the stage and spoke, it was completely his opinion. It was completely his decision to talk about it. We were not part of that, his deliberation, his speech. He never consulted us that I'm going to say this, because it was not an official presentation. I can only tell you that when we were judging the film, it was unanimous, and we selected best 6 films.
Sir, so you are saying here officially that what he said on the stage is not correct, because, sir, Mr. Sudipto Sen, he said that all of us together believe, the 5 juries, that we were shocked, disturbed of this vulgar propaganda movie. You are saying, sir, nothing of that sort had happened?
We didn't discuss anything about this shot. It was his opinion, it was his language. And even he was reading out from one paper. I was there in the 3rd row, so I saw he was reading out from the paper. That paper was not consulted to us. I was also giving the citation. I had 3 papers on my hand, and all these 3 papers, and Xavier has 3 citations. He has all the papers. All the papers were given to NFDC before we give the deliberation on the stage. But what Nadav said, it was completely his own opinion. I am telling you categorically and with responsibility.
Okay.
We didn't see his paper, what he has written on the paper, so I will not be able to tell what was going on in his mind, because we never discussed.
That's important, sir, that you're saying that this was not a unanimous jury decision to go on the stage and the head to read out what he did, because that is what it did appear like. Many are asking if the jury was unanimous in that. You're saying it's not. I want to read out, sir, what you have said. As a juror, we are assigned to judge technical, aesthetic quality and socio-cultural relevance of a film. We do not indulge in any kind of political comments. Sir, as far as I remember, in the previous festivals or anywhere across the world, has there ever been a jury head who's gone on the stage and to trash one particular film? Specifically, they've been invited to a country and the issue pertains to that nation. So do you think this has been unprecedented in many ways? Because it does reflect poorly as well of why and what exactly happened.
Absolutely. You actually said the thing which I am telling all the press, that it was unprecedented because jury being, though he was the chairman of the jury, he has some discretionary power, but he was not supposed to talk anything against a film specifically. For us, it is 20 package of 22 films. We like the film or we dislike the film. That is a completely technical decision, and all the decision was being taken 5 hours. And all the award which has been given, it was unanimous. Nobody has objected in any of the films. Now, if somebody goes ahead and gives his opinion on the stage, I don't think it has nothing to do with IFFI, it has nothing to do with Government of India, it has nothing to do with the jury board. It is completely his own personal agenda. Now, you can question that how he has come to the jury board and how he has been selected, that why, what would be his political agenda. I really don't know. Because he is a good filmmaker, he always stands by the Palestinian cause. So, whether he has any personal political agenda or not, I am not the right person. I am also trying to figure out that what instigated him to say all these very, very strong words which was not supposed to be.
Final question, sir, because this has now reflected on perhaps what IFFI jury does, and questions are being raised on the sort of filmmakers that are invited as well. Because I'm all for criticism, sir, of any film, because irrespective of, what opinions come forth, but when it happens to a film festival at the grand level of an international level, like it happened in IFFI, it will raise questions. If the jury is biased, if the jury is ideological in a certain way and does not encourage other divergent films also to come on board, do you want to clarify, sir, because that's where IFFI is right now being questioned also?
See, the thing is, I have an objection on this line, because how IFFI can be responsible for this? How Government of India can be responsible for this? This year, IFFI, I always, even for this, before this controversy started, wherever I had to speak, I said this 53rd IFFI was the best and the most professionally managed festival India has ever put before the world. And seeing this, because I am a regular festival hopper in the world, I travel to Cannes, Berlin, Rotterdam, every year, almost every year I travel to those areas. I always had a pain in me that India, having such huge resourceful country, the maximum number of film producing country in the world, but we cannot ever put together a festival which is of the world class. But this year, I congratulate the concerning authorities, NFDC and IFFI and all, that they have really put together a world-class festival this year. I have no doubt about it. Now, the films, more than 250 films were there. We were being given 22 films for the festival, competition section, and every film was and has the capacity to own an award. It was very difficult decision. But now, if someone become hostile, someone gone ahead and put forward his own political agenda when the jury process, judging process was over, because ideally, technically, when jury board present their deliberation to the festival authority and address the press, the jury board decision, jury board's responsibility is over.
Correct.
Beyond that, we become an individual. So in that individual capacity, if someone says something, then definitely neither the jury board, nor the organizer, nor IFFI, nor NFDC is blamable. Because if somebody goes hostile, who can do what we can do there? It is a country of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Now somebody has come from Israel. Israel is our friendly country this year. Very interestingly, the ambassador of Israel was there. The most popular Israeli OTT series,
and he has also said that Lapid needs to be ashamed of what he has said. Yes.
Sorry?
Even Israeli ambassador and the Council General has said you should not. How can you make such comments? You've been invited as a guest. How did you indulge in an issue that you know nothing about?
I read that statement and I am happy that they also, like me, they also disown, because it cannot be the opinion of that. You didn't like a film. It happens with you, ma'am. If you don't like a film, as a film buff, as a film lover, we discuss that I don't like the film and I like the film. But what can attract a political comment when you are visiting a country? That is what you said.
And by the head of a jury who's supposed to study all kinds of films. Mr. Sudipto Sen, I appreciate you joining us and speaking to India Today.